Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back for more boss bashing and bravado down in the blackened basements and Brobdingnagian byways of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. And right now you're probably asking, what the hell does Brobdingnagian mean, Pete? To which I would reply, it means really big. It's an adjective based on the name of the land of the giants that Gulliver visits in Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travels. Sort of an anti-Lilliput that didn't actually make it into the movie, but he does go there. To which you then, I'm assuming, would say, big byways, Pete? That's really stupid. And I would, of course, be forced to agree because you're right, it is really stupid. But I usually shoot for something alliterative in the opening, and an obscure synonym for big was like the best my pedantic ass could do on short notice. It's all I could come up with. You gotta cut me some slack once in a while. In hindsight, I probably should have just gone with like the word baleful, but it's too late now. I've already driven this intro straight off of a cliff, so screw it. You know what? Let's just head down in the dungeon and get to work. I'm excited to get back into this anyway, because I'm still rolling high off of last episode when we took out the necromancer faster than Bill Cosby takes out the roofies in a glass for an unsuspecting female guest. I mean, you know, allegedly. It's also alleged that the only thing he takes out faster than roofies is his dick once the roofies have had a chance to kick in, so there's that too. Alright, I wouldn't mind taking another shot at a boss. What do we got? Well, we got very limited options here. A long veteran battle to complete 100% of rune battles? No, fuck that. A champion, which we literally can't even do because we have no one who's qualified. Why is there a champion mission at the level 2 ruins? That makes no friggin' sense at all. Clear path to the boss. Okay, slay the boss. And slay the boss at the cove. Alright, interesting. I like that these bars actually tell us our path. I've never noticed this before in all of the Darkest Dungeon I've played. Not once, because I'm an unobservant idiot. I'm basically Mr. Magoo. Yeah, it's in a short mission, it's interesting, but I wouldn't mind taking a shot at the hag. I think we could probably put together a team that could take out the hag pretty quickly. Don't we already have that? I do, well, you know what? I'm not killing the hag for a trinket I already have. I only have the one jester. What's here? Oh, the Sodden Crew. We have not fought the Sodden Crew. Candle of Life, antiquarian only. Plus 50% heal skills is really good. I mean, it's really good. The antiquarian only has one heal, but depending on how it scales, that could be potentially amazing. Also, I've never fought the... You know what? I want to do this. I want to take a swing at the Sodden Crew. Do we have a team that can get the job done, then, is going to be the question. We got Betsy Braddock and James Harper. Alright, well, Silver Sable, okay. What are we going to do about a healer, though? Heals are going to be the problem. We got John Constantine. You know, I think we could do this. What if we take... I don't know what the Sodden Crew is capable of, so, I mean, this is fucking wild speculation at best. I think we've got a chance at this, though, and I'm gonna give it a whirl. Also, my voice is getting really high. It starts to sound like Jay Leno. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. Somebody please help. And I could take Dick Grayson and Betsy Braddock. These guys do a lot of damage. The other thing we could do, though, we could take James Harper. Last time we did this, we took the Guardian down, and we got some really good combination abilities from the Guardian and our Hellion working in concert. We got a really good sort of tandem ass-kicking duo. And since we don't have AoE heals, if we're going to take probably John Constantine or... well, I mean, we could do either one. We could do Brother Voodoo or John Constantine. John Constantine's skills are already upgraded, so he has an advantage there. Jericho Drum is not. So we're going to be taking John Constantine then. But since we are only going to have the one healer, being able to focus fire heals on James Harper is actually useful, but I think our third person should just straight up be Silver Sable. I don't, you know, Gravediggers, I've sort of come around on Gravediggers. I used to not like them at all, but I'm beginning to warm to them. I think they've got some definite potential. Can we upgrade weapons and armor? Okay, we should absolutely do weapons and armor upgrades where appropriate and where applicable. So Braddock's going to 3. Harper, you're probably already wrecked. You are. You're maxed. Constantine, you can grab a couple. That really puts us in a hurt locker cash-wise. We're down to 10k, and I'm going to spend a healthy amount of that on preparations here. We're going Boy Scout on this one. Always be prepared, son. Always be prepared, because Satan Claus, he's out there. He's out there. I find that any chance you get to make a reference to the 1984, I think, film, The Last Boy Scout, that's a pretty good day. You know, The Last Boy Scout, one of Damon Wayans' first, and I think inarguably his best movie. I mean, what else are you going to throw up there? Fucking Bulletproof? Come on, man. Come on. Nobody liked Bulletproof. Adam Sandler didn't like Bulletproof, and he wrote and starred in it. Shovels. So we're going into the cove. 3 shovels is probably enough. We do have a free shovel from the Gravedigger. That's going to save us a little bit of cash. I'm going to take more food than I would ordinarily take for a medium mission, and that's even knowing full... You know, I'm going to take 2 full stacks. That's even knowing full well that we are going to be able to path straight to the boss. I think 1 of everything else, and then the rest is just going to be torches. You know, let's take 1 anti-venom, too. And 14 torches. This is, what do we have, about 4,000 in overall outlay? I mean, we're going to make all of that back, so basically our profit is just going to be anything we find.
Along the old road, and so I undertook to receive my most curious deliveries by way of marine shipments.
Always a great idea.
The sheltered jetty was accessible by a narrow stone stair off the back of the manor.
So,
and a discreet system of
hey, Ancestor?
Hoist even the
Why are you rambling on about this? Is the way you're getting your freight delivered really somehow germane to the fact that I have to go kill a crew of what appear to be undead sailors? I mean, I'm going down here to kill Jeffrey Rush. Is the method with which Jeffrey Rush was delivering your cargo really totally relevant to this situation? I kind of feel that it isn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the drowned crew is going to be here then, because this is 5 total rooms away. If we're in amazingly better shape than I have any reason to suspect that we will be, we might circle back and come this way, but I'm not really sanguine about the opportunities for that. Wow, we're immediately hit with a stress attack. Huge dodge from Betsy Braddock. Oh, Psylocke, my lovely. I do appreciate you and everything you do. What is a deep stinger? I hate that guy, but I hate the stress unit more. At least I think I hate the stress unit more. I don't rightly know. Reason to suspect that I hate the stress unit more. The Sea Maggot's protection is off the charts. I'm going to throw a guard at Betsy Braddock, and then we're going to try and riposte. I'm going to trust that Betsy is going to be able to get the kill here. Big fucking whiff from Constantine. Nice work, buddy. 3 damage on a spearfish. Shocker. So I'm guessing this is some kind of stun attack. Yep, 1 damage and a debuff and a stun. There's... Oh, we forgot to equip trinkets. I am the world's stupidest man. Okay, this is one of the reasons why people ask, Pete, why don't you adjust your trinkets between every mission? How come you don't always fully optimize trinkets every... This is why. This is why I don't do that. Because sometimes I go in to fight a boss, and I have completely forgotten that I even needed trinkets to begin with. This is why I don't tinker with them between every single mission. Now we're raw dogging this shit, and I am suddenly not sanguine about our opportunities for success. This is very bad. Alright, it is a level... I mean, we've got guys who are over-leveled. This is a level 1 boss, so, I mean, it's not out of the question that we could still get this done. I'm gonna go for the... Are you hugely stun resistant? Pretty stun resistant. Let's just go for the retribution, then. Has this snail even done anything? He's spitting brine at us, which missed and got riposted. Yeah, so I would like to toxin this man because he is... Oh, brilliant. Okay. 4 damage per round. Well, that snail is dead then. I'm going to go ahead and throw a heal. How much are you down? You're down 3. You're also down 3, but less equipped to deal with the 3, so let's do that. Braddock, nothing fancy here. Give me a little damage. I'm just sitting here. I'm not saying anything because I'm just sitting here shaking my head at myself. I really should probably not do that. I mean, this is sort of an oral medium. You guys need to hear what the hell I'm doing. What the fuck is this? A brackish tide pool. The pool of water is kept in a smooth stone. Its color looks slight. What if we throw medicinal herbs in it? Does nothing. Well, there's definitely a corpse in there. Anti-venom, maybe? Oh, there we go. The water is purified and cleanses the hero. I have no idea what that did. And we aren't going to get any bonus food. You know what? Let's just go ahead and check the fish carcass. It's a harboring a dangerous infection. Brilliant. We got the red plague. That actually ridiculously shitty for Silver Sable. That's straight up fucking awful. The minus crit percentage, I mean, criticals are a big part of the Grave Robber's game, and -5 crit is basically just you don't get a critical. Here comes the old stress wave. I hate these pelagic shamans so much. You know what? Since we're not going to be able to critical, throw some blight at that piece of shit. 4 damage per round. Give me the doom. There's John Constantine finally coming through with some damage. Did that get us enough? Yeah, he's dead, actually. A salty gouge. Ouch. Well, with the bleed reduction we've got, that bleed attack is going to be a serious problem. It also makes it impossible for us to heal. Oh, I didn't even consider that. We're going to have a very difficult time healing Silver Sable because the only heal we have causes a bleed. So that bandage is going to be real important. We almost have to 100% save that for our final fight. All right, we can't have Silver Sable getting hit then. If we can't heal her, we can't have her taking hits. We're going to have James Harper getting in front of every single one of those that we can get his body in front of. I don't even want to throw a heal at her because it's likely to cause more damage than it is to fix. So let's throw a heal at Harper instead. The Guardian is still not... Okay, yeah, this bleed, that salty gouge is really going to piss me off. Give me the toxin here. I want the blight on this piece of crap. He has a huge protection rating. All right, there we go. James Harper doing his job, guarding like a good Guardian should. Getting in front of that with his indestructible shield. And we're going to go for the retribution. Oh, Guardian, if only you weren't the ghetto Captain America, someone might have paid attention to you at one point in time. But you were, and no one ever did. I'm going to stack some more blight on this guy. The trinket thing, I'm just sitting here shaking my head about it. I really am. It's just, I got in a hurry. I was excited. I was eager to get into the dungeon. You know, I wanted to see what's down there, what's going on, what it was all about. I was, got enthused. A 0-point heal. You somehow still resisted the bleed. Well, that was nothing short of fantastic. 3-point crit, and that got the stun. Beautiful. That's what we needed. That guy now has fatal damage with an 8-point blight. Enjoy that. All right, well, we got some kind of trinkets. A speed stone. You know what? That's really good. I'm actually going to equip that. Well, I say it's really good, but it's not. It's better than nothing, and I'm going to equip it on James Harper for a chance to get him an opportunity to guard Silver Sable that much quicker. In the meantime, let's have John Constantine open his box. Leper only. Oh, the redemption armlet is good. I do have one of those, and I do like that item. I think it's excellent. Your leper is almost always going to be in first position, so it's never really a problem. Good way to get him some bonus damage. We can heal with food here. Let's just patch up a little bit on old Silver Sable. We don't want to throw heals at Silver Sable from our occultist if we can avoid it, because she will get bleed from that, and that's bad. Silver Sable, I mean, she's way outgunned in every category. She's the greatest mercenary, I guess, in all of Marvel Comics, except for, you know, pretty much every other mercenary. She leads the Wild Pack. Who doesn't love the Wild Pack?
Otherworldly corruption.
I mean, if you're going Marvel mercenaries, I mean, it's sort of gotta be Deadpool, right? Barnacle-crusted chest. The hero receives a nasty gash. Why is it that our female seekers always get the nasty gash? Every fucking boss. I mean, is this just straight up a thing? Does the collector just show up every time you fight a boss? Is that just his bit? I'm gonna mark him. We're gonna have trouble with the collector here. Given our lack of trinkets, we're gonna have a very difficult time doing the appropriate levels of damage here. Yeah, this is not good. So we gotta get the guard out. We're gonna get the guard on Silver Sable because, again, these highwaymen do have bleed attacks, and we definitely have to work out for that. But every single time we have fought a boss lately, the goddamn collector has made an appearance. And I'm getting more than a little sick of the fucking collector. He is taking 8 damage per round, which is nice. And we are piling some serious hate on him. And he doesn't have a healer. Alright, resisting a bleed. Harper taking a little damage. Here comes the head games. He's going to throw a guard at his pal. That's fine. I really just want to keep piling the damage as much as I can on the collector. Constantine's going to forego damage in favor of healing Harper, since Harper's going to be doing most of the getting shot in the face stuff. Another stress attack. Alright, Harper's stress is getting a little out of control here. Would really love to get a retribution off on him as well, since the enemy seems to be targeting him pretty heavily. Bash this junk. It's going to wind up hitting the guy you're protecting, but ultimately that's fine. More head games. All right, he's going to guard another guy. So this guy is... Okay, apparently you can't guard two things at the same time. I was a little concerned that that might be a mechanic that... The stress attacks have me filled with salt. All of the salt. Go ahead and give me the 4 damage here. So we need to basically hit the collector with literally any attack to finish him off. I'm going to go for the AoE. That's got the collector in the death range then. Now we just have to worry about patching up the Guardian once this whole mess is over. But he is actually dead. He just doesn't know it. He's got 5 HP, 8 points of bleed on him. He's done dealing. So let's hack ourselves ahead. We resisted to bleed, which I suppose seems reasonable since those guys don't have bodies. I'm not sure where they would bleed from or how. Harper's taking a lot of damage. I'm going to try and stun this man. Good. He's not going to be guarding anything. Stun wears off. Collector drops dead. Maybe in a minute. Little AoE damage from Silver Sable. And you'll note we haven't got a single critical out of Silver Sable, by the way. Since she got the red plague or the red aug or whatever the shit ridiculous disease she got from touching a dead fish. You know, if dead fish were really that dangerous, I think humanity might have died out as a species a long time ago. We eat a lot of fish. If they were that remarkably deadly, we'd just all be dead. Oh, we all die of fugu poisoning. It's not good. For a second there, I was like vaguely Sino-Asian language, and then suddenly I switched to Russian. I don't know. My accents are getting real muddled, man. Real muddled. I'm just going to go for a pick to the face here. Wow, that did remarkably less damage than I was expecting it to do. More heal. Constantine, buddy, I'm going to need more than 3 per damage. Ugh, we got 9 coming in on us, and some of that is largely your fault, John.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Well, they still have this guy who's going to headhunt and bleed us again. Yeah, I know you need a healer. I'm doing what I can for you here, Mr. Guardian, but you want to complain, you got to take that up with John Constantine. The man is not getting it done in the healing department. The other thing that pisses me off about the collector is he's not giving us any of the trinkets. All he's giving us is these shitty things that are just worth gold. And yeah, gold is useful, but still. You're going to take 2 damage. I'm going to undo some of that with food. I would prefer to go a little further before we camp, if possible. I'm definitely going to camp before the boss, and I definitely think we will not be exploring once this boss is over. There is a fight in every... Alright, I'm starting to get a little salty here on my way to the Sodden crew. A little bit salty. We are losing a remarkable number of speed rolls and do not have enough... We don't have enough healing to overcome this. We're taking a lot more damage than we're healing out. Yeah, that's better. Comes a seaward slash. Completely undoing what we just did with the heal. Fantastic. Let's go for the kill here. Maybe we can avoid 1 shot of incoming damage. I think we absolutely have to camp after this particular go around. I'm going for the stun. We got to minimize the incoming damage. We got to stop the bleeding, as it were. In this case, we literally have to stop the bleeding because most of our troopers are, in fact, bleeding to death. So, stress relief from that critical is nice. Alright, Harper is on death's door. Yeah, that's real bad.
Facing the abyss.
I was thinking about trying to stun the enemy, but that actually adrenaline rush or whatever it is doesn't do a stun anymore. Alright. 10-point heal. That's, I mean, it gets us off death's door. That's good, but we're going to be really in not great shape when it comes time for the old final fight here. Nice dodge from Silver Sable. Give me the stun. The kill is also straight up good. Just a little bit of Rampart shield to the face is fine. These groupers are really fast. They have a high speed value. Good. Picked up a little extra food. That's nice. We're going to eat some of that food. In fact, we're going to eat all of that food. And then we're going to eat some more food until everyone is full. That leaves us with 14. All right, who has the least stress here? Silver Sable. Check out this unlocked strongbox. Contents are ours. Please have something good. A bandage. That bandage is shockingly a good find. This may be the most excited I've ever been to find a bandage in a chest, and we finally found a room that doesn't actually have a fight in it on the way. Surprise, surprise, surprise. We now have exactly enough food for feast. Come on, man. I clearly stopped short on that to disarm. Minus 20 dodge and minus 5 speed for 12 rounds. My saltiness is about to get just beyond incontrollable. Alright, we're definitely camping here because everything is fucking nightmarishly horrid. Got some solid stress relief. Now, we've got to really take a look here. Produces a random supply item, snuff box. Self-only remove target disease. Yeah, do that. Wait, what? Remove target disease. One companion, remove target disease. It says self-only. Remove target disease. I guess snuff box doesn't work, even though it says self-only, remove target disease. Alright, so clearly that's just a broken ability. It removes disease from a companion, but none of our companions actually have a disease to be removed. Get rid of 20 stress from you, but give everybody else stress. That's bad. So we're definitely going to do weapons practice, even though it is time intensive. Bonus dodge, bonus speed. I need something that's stress reduction. You're telling me none of you have a stress reduction ability? Like, not a single one? Fantastic. Alright, well, great. We're going to put Betsy Braddock in the front then. Does somebody have a prevents ambush ability? Anyone? We all have pep talk. That's perfect. Yeah, I'm going to take some stress on you to give Betsy Braddock more damage. How much time have we got left? 3. Well, let's pilfer. We got an anti-venom. You know what? Honestly, an anti-venom is not a terrible find. Nobody has a disease. So, snuff box is not useful. We've got pep talk. We could reject the gods, but that gives everybody else 7 stress to get rid of 30 for us. That's not really very useful. We could just wound care. Can you do it to yourself? No. Well, we have plenty of wound care options available, so let's patch up. Yeah, we got to get the Guardian patched up, and now we're going to rest. I'm certain we're going to get ambushed here. Probably by another collector, because that's the new paradigm for Darkest Dungeon. It's all collectors all the time. You know why the collector is down here? I think I have a theory on this. I don't think the collector is actually out to collect heads or trinkets or artifacts or whatever the particular lore says he's here for. You know what I think he collects? I think he's just an autograph hound. You want to undo this? Thank you. A little stress relief. But no, I think the collector is an autograph hound, and I think he's down here looking for the Siren's autograph. I mean, that chick will show you her boobs, and if you get a chick who's just willing to, like, you know, hey, bring out the tatas and throw the flash around, she's gonna be famous. Autograph seekers are gonna want her autograph. Be like, hey, you know her? That's the chick that shows her boobs, right? Be like, yeah, it's Tequila. You're not wrong. All right, so this is weird. It is one giant monster that makes a smaller monster. Very weird, but this gives it a lot of actions. All right, I'm confused. Also, our party is out of order. Mostly because I just forgot to put it back in order because I am an idiot. How much health have you got? 14. I really want to hit the crew here. If we're going to be doing damage, I want to be doing damage to the thing it's important to do damage to. If these guys could make smaller guys, what's your bleed like? You're 60% resistant to bleed, only 20% resistant to blight. I'm just going to go for raw damage then. Good start. All right, so that thing is a fifth of the way dead. What is mutiny? Okay, well, that has a horrible visual. It was a knife with a heart with a knife through it. It looked terrible. What the shit is that? So that's like some sort of stun. We've got a man who is gripping us with an anchor. I have no idea what that does. There's nothing to tell me. Minus 10 if not in position 1. Minus 15 per damage not in position 1 for combat. Immobilized. I don't know what immobilized actually means. How are you to blight resist? Almost entirely. We could just whip a knife. Alright, let's just whip a knife into you then. 5 damage. I reject your pact, and then you took 6 stress damage. What the hell does that do? Alright, well, we're going to guard Betsy Braddock. It may be too late for that to actually do anything. Is she just slowly drowning? Is that what that is? Every time he's thrown mutiny at us, we have dodged it. Release me, I cannot swim. We can still fight. I don't understand what the hell this is. Okay, it's just a huge damage penalty and stress every single round. So we need to... That guy is healing? What the fuck is healing it? Is this healing him? See, this is the problem. Yeah, it's definitely healing him. This is the problem with fighting monsters you've never seen before. You don't know how they work. We're not even taking damage here. So what's the goal of the Sodden crew? Is their ultimate goal to try and kill us with heart attacks? I reject your pact. This guy is just constantly healing. So we have to kill this thing then. This thing cannot simply be abided. When this guy comes up, you kill him immediately. This is so much fucking stress here. Kill this fucking guy. Alright, gimme. I want guard on Betsy. Guard failed. We were already guarding. Son of a bitch, I should have used... no trinkets. I'm making every possible mistake here. John Constantine is throwing massive criticals at these guys, too. His minus 32 dodge. Pretty sure it was never going to dodge anyway. It's nice that we have dodged almost every mutiny. I don't even know what that does. All hands on deck is going to make another guy. And it repositions us, which is really fucking irritating. Okay, so you took the guard. Good, I guess. I really wish Constantine could do some damage here. I mean, he can't. We don't need him healing at the moment. Give me a rampart now, because that'll move you forward one, and I don't want you getting done for. Give me a retribution for 1 damage. Fantastic. And we did not get the kill on that guy. So are you still debuffed? You have a huge penalty because you're not in position 1. That reordering the party is really being irritating. That guy just threw an anchor at us. How is he back to full health? I just killed him. I am supremely confused with how this particular fight works. These mechanics do not make any sort of sense at all. They're basically just trying to kill us with stress, but they heal while killing us with stress. Does he take damage when we kill that guy? No, he does not. He just still has 85 friggin' health. Can we stun you? I'm mostly just trying to reposition the party. No, boarding clutch. Pull me to the front, please. Of course not. Well, we can still get some damage, maybe a bleed. And we did get to bleed. Drink with the dead. This is new. Is that just a stress attack? Appears to be just a stress attack. All hands on deck. So this pulls us... No, this makes the new guy. Okay. This is the guy with the anchor again. I really would like you to move back to where you belong. You're just going to get immediately pulled to the front, I know, but... We haven't really needed health at all this fight, so I mean, we've got that going for us. As far as healing goes, we're covered. These guys don't do damage. The Sodden crew seems to be all about just piling on stress. Which sucks, because that means this is going to be a ridiculously expensive fight. We heave 2. That gives us the debuff. That's fine. We can probably kill this guy in 1 shot if he's marked. We're making very... Okay, so they only heal while they've got this guy getting chained. Apparently the drowning does something. A little warning clutch. That's problematic because now we're bleeding. And that bleed is actually fairly sizable. What if we stun this man? We need a retribution. If we go retribution every time we take stress attack from that on the riposte, do we get to poke him? That'd be awesome if that worked that way. It doesn't appear to work that way, but it would still be awesome. How blight resistant are you? Fairly. Just give me a solid pick to the face. I want this thing dead. We're not getting any damage on this guy in the back. We're spending all of our time... Meant to kill this guy. Actually hit the wrong dude. Harper is selfish. We're looking at heart attack territory. The drowned crew is ridiculous. Man, everything in the cove is stupefyingly difficult. Put another mark on that guy. We've got this thing barely half dead. What buff did you get? Huge protection bonus, huge stun bonus, and also you're no longer injured. Of course, this is part of the plan. Actually, that was a straight up beneficial move for us. I appreciate that 100%. Give me a retribution in case you get hit with a thing again. Here comes boarding clutch. All right, we're going to have John Constantine start healing at some point. All hands on deck, which makes a guy, but they already have a guy. So I guess it does nothing. You know what? We gotta start doing some. Let's just start having Silver Sable throw knives at these guys until they're dead. This guy with his protection buff is straight up bullshit, by the way. Okay, a huge Critica heal. That will probably give Silver Sable another bleed. Nope, she actually managed to resist it. That's remarkable. Go for more retribution on this guy. It does little damage, but when he hits you, you're still gonna get to poke him back. Comes the boarding clutch. There's the retribution. Heave 2, this is the... Okay, whacked us with the anchor again. I hate this debuff and this stress. Getting salty. Why does the Drowned Crew make me think of Watchmen, by the way? Not the movie, but the comic book, where they did... Like, there was a huge chunk of the Watchmen that was really kind of odd, because in the comic book, there's a chunk where they spend a really, really long period of time where you're reading a comic of a kid in the comic who's reading a comic that's like about drowned sailors. It's really bizarre. So while this guy's anchor is out, he doesn't have his protection. That's how that works. Okay, well that mechanic now I'm fully on board with. The chains protect him, so you don't want to hit him while he has the chains around him. And when he pulls the chains back, he heals 100%. That seems like straight up horseshit. Who needs healed? Anybody? Actually, really only John Constantine needs healed. This is definitely a fight you can get through with minimal healing, though, because this guy does not do a lot of damage. And I'm just going to continue to go for... Try and keep him piling stress on James Harper when at all possible. And hitting Harper also when at all possible. Because we're getting good stuff out of the... We're getting stuff out of the retribution here. Pain is your gift, now hurl it back at your foe. That's stress for everybody. Okay. Give me the mark here. This guy has his protection. Yeah. Just mark this guy. I'm gonna try and kill the crew. I mean, I've been saying this for a while. I'm concentrating on the crew, concentrating on the crew. It's not doing a hell of a lot of good. We're not making a whole lot of headway. Man, Silver Sable every once in a while pulls huge damage with that knife. There will be no blood left for the leeches, which is good, James Harper, because, you know, you probably don't want to be leeched. By and large, there are very, very few conditions, James Harper, for which, you know, having your blood let is particularly good. There is one where your liver accumulates too much iron, and having your blood let from that does seem to be an effective treatment, but by and large, it's not a good thing.
Fitting.
So we learned a little about the Sodden crew. Mostly we learned don't try to fight a boss without appropriately allocating your trinkets, because that makes you an idiot. And we straight up lost money on this dungeon. No, you know what? The Collector is going to put us a little bit ahead. We're done adventuring. I'm going back to the Hamlet. After we pay for 1 trillion rounds of stress relief, I mean, overall, we're going to lose money. We probably spent 4,500 on provisions. But we did pick up a pretty nice antiquarian trinket. 8,000 total. Yeah, by the time we get rid of the stress relief we're going to need for this, we're going to probably be operating at a loss. But the Antiquarian's Candle of Life is a very, very good trinket. Probably the way we offset that loss is I think we just take an Antiquarian into a low-level dungeon and go farm some gold. So picking up Healer's Gift, it's basically irrelevant. Not many heal skills for the Occultist as camping. Minus 20% to armor upgrade cost is actually quite good for Betsy Braddock, who is currently masochistic, and James Harper, who is currently selfish. Those guys are going to have to be going in to do some drinking, whoring, gambling, and other sorts of stress-relieving activities. Because, you know, Betsy Braddock, Psylocke, noted for her rapacious, whoring lifestyle. Alright, wow, Poison Ivy is really into the self-harm. She recovered 81 stress and is no longer paranoid after flagellating. She's really into that shit. I mean, you know, I don't want to kink shame you, Pamela Isley. That's cool. You're into what you're into. If you're down with the flagellation, hey, I say do it. As long as you're only hurting yourself. As long as you're cool with it, no one else should have a problem. Mercedes Knight has gone on a personal vision quest to achieve enlightenment. Meditated and recovered 56 stress. Jean Grey is no longer a hemophiliac, and Wade Wilson is no longer suffering from hysterical blindness, the most appropriate disease for Deadpool. Harper's level 2, Constantine level 2. All right. Well, we have completed. I think that's every level 1 boss, is it not? Take a look.
In time,
This is not what I want to look at.
the tragic extent of my
Where's the thing that
failings.
shits the scroll? That's what I want. So, what do we got? Nope, we still have the inchoate flesh. That's the one thing we're still missing from the level 1 bosses. We have defeated a sonorous prophet. We defeated a necromancer, so we're going to go with the hag, the alluring swine, the alluring siren, the alluring swine. Man, that's the sexiest pig I've ever seen. Such lipstick on that pig. Why, her lips are crimson petals that I long to caress. We still got a lot of monster goals left to go. We have no level 6 troopers. All right, so we still got a lot of stuff to do here. But that's all right. Darkest Dungeon, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Wouldn't mind seeing Betsy or Mercedes Knight back. Honestly, Wade Wilson could use a little stress relief if we're going to have him do anything. He's a gambler. Well, I mean, Deadpool, he is a gambler, a rambler, and he always has been. We'll send him in, see if he can get a little stress relief. Jean Grey actually also needs stress relief. She is faithless, will not pray or flagellate for stress relief, but that's fine, because she will... I was going to say she would meditate, but fucking jackass is in there doing his thing. You know what? You're not meditating in there, by the way. She won't drink either? Yeah, way to be real expensive. Holy shit, Jean Grey costs a fort. You know what, Jean Grey? You're not going on... It really costs a fortune to fix Jean Grey's ailments. That's problematic. We're going to be very broke at the end of this. Betsy Braddock has got to go in for stress relief. She's a witness. Will Nate not take part in prayer activity? Well, will she flagellate? No, but she will... She won't pray. Oh, go flail on yourself then, I suppose. Constantine, you're just afraid of beasts. Well, that's good, because at least you'll go pray to a higher power. And James Harper, well, I hate to break it to you there, Harp, but you're gonna have to sit one out. The problem is now we're gonna have a tough time getting an antiquarian into a dungeon unless we take one into a dungeon that's just way over their level. But we could do that. What if we did like Victor Von Doom, Mary Walker? I mean, we would do Doom, Plague Doctor. We would need a healer. Who would we want to heal that? We could have Megan heal that. And then take the antiquarian along and just try to rake up some extra sweet loot. That's probably what we're going to have to do, but that's, that's a quandary for next time. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see us struggle against a crew of drowned madmen on a regular basis, you might consider subscribing as well, although that probably doesn't really happen regularly. Theoretically, only 3 times in the entire campaign, so that was a terrible suggestion. But if you'd like to see more terrible suggestions, hey, I do that on a regular basis, so there you go. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and the much abused esteem of the Guardian and I will see you again soon. He has an indestructible... You know why he's stressed out? It's because he knows he's the ghetto Captain America, man. He knows, and it's eating at his heart. It's like the worm at the center of an apple. He's just rotten in his core. He's bitter, because where's the Civil War movie with the Guardian in it? Why does he not get his own movie with, Chris Evans and... he's heartbroken. He really is. Maybe we'll make a movie with you and Anthony Mackie, buddy. It'll be all right. Anyway, I'm done. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.